Oh, welcome back. This is Barry, and welcome back to Puzzle 1. You notice I've coloured up the parts that we've done to make them easier to realise which ones we have done and which ones we haven't done. Okay, let's look at the matrix and see what we're going to do next. Looks like 22 across. You can see that's 22 across that one there, because it's the second one across. Righto, 22 across. What is 22 across? Red leaves rejected and cast out. Red leaves rejected and cast out. 5 spaces, and according to the matrix, we have a J. There's a J there. Okay, so there it is. Over to you. See what you can do. Pause and solve. Okay, back again. I'm sure you've got it solved, and you can see here the flag is rejected, which is probably an omission flag. Okay, so we'll go with that, and of course red leaves rejected and cast out. Now I'll go a bit faster now. Cast out is the key. You would have found that by jumping around a bit. And cast out is the key, and red leaves is the 2 fodders for the omission. And let's see what we've got. Red leaves rejected. Leaves is the omission flag, and red leaves rejected. And if red leaves rejected, then you've got EJECT left behind. You can see the red has been ignored. RED, and you're left with eject, and that's your answer. 22 across is eject. Okay, done like a dinner. Easy enough. That was a fairly simple one. Right, so it was simply an omission. Right, next one. Where do we go from here? Well, there's a one up there. 5 down. Let's look at 5 down, shall we? 5 down. What's 5 down? There's the down part. 5 down is, alas, hid broken flowers. 7 spaces with an H and an I. Shouldn't be too bad with two givens. Over to you. Alas, hid broken flowers. Right, pause and solve. Okay, you've probably worked out that broken is the operative flag for an anagram, and that the flowers are the key, and the alas hid are your 2 fodder. And you can see what's happened. The anagram alas and hid, and you come up with the name of the flower. It is an anagram. And what's the name of the flower? Well, alas hid, you can see you're going to have in 5 down, you're going to have alas hid in there. And of course it is, yes, dahlias. Okay, done. Easy peasy. Next one, where do we go from here? Well, now we can go across here, 5 across. Let's go 5 across. 5 across, manages and controls actors. 7 spaces, starting with a D, pause and solve. Right, back again. At this stage, you've probably worked out that there's no flag there. No flag at all, so it could be a charade, a double key, a literal or a lateral, and looking at it, you've probably worked out that there are 2 keys that give the same synonym, managers and control actors. Controls actors. And what are they both? Well, they both mean directs. Directs. So 5 is the answer. The answer to 5 is directs. Double key. And where do we have it over here? And there it is, directs. Easy enough. Let's try, well, now let's try 16 across. 16 across there. starting with an S. Okay, 16 across. Here it is. Stroll about primary school with Aunt and the Queen. Stroll about primary school with Aunt and the Queen. Pause and solve. Right, you've probably worked out that primary is a flag for first. Yes, the first letter in school, no doubt. With is a flag also for a charade. So we have a first in a charade, two flags there, and stroll about is the key, you probably worked out. And let's see what we've got. To stroll about the primary school, let's make them all black. Primary school, the primary school is S, that's the first letter in primary, and Aunt and the Queen, so Aunt comes in, and the Queen, of course, abbreviates to ER. So you have S, Aunt, S-A-U-N-T, so it's S-A-U-N-T and ER, which is, of course, your saunter. That's how we get the saunter. That is the stroll about. So we're all happy. We've got it. Saunter is the answer. Okay, that's that one done. Next one. Now, well, we can come down. I think we should come down to 6 down. Look at that. It's only 4 spaces and 2 givens. This is where you push over. Right, here we go. 6 down. Rant and rave about every second triangle. Okay, over to you. Pause and solve. Okay, back again. You've solved it, no doubt. You would have picked up the every second as the alternate flag. No doubt about that. Right, so, and of course, looking at it, you would have come to the conclusion that all about, you would have realised that every second it would refer probably to the triangle, and it is, and your key is rant and rave. Right, okay, and so there's the whole picture. Rant and rave about every second triangle, and the alternate refers to triangle. And if you look at alternate, and these are easy if you look at once you pick that flag, rant and rave, you can see every second R. We take the R, and we take the A. Of course, you're helped by the R and the G third, and you can see the G coming in third. You work these together. So R-A-G-E is rage, and that's a rant and rave, isn't it? Okay, there's your rant and rave, there's your rage. That's it. Done. Okay, and that's an alternate trick. Next one would be, what do you think? We came to do this big one yet? Well, we'll do this one first, a smaller one. 8 down. 8 down. Right, here we go. Is Jensen a Tory? That's too much for this politician. And here it is here. 8 down. Right. You've got 3 givens, S, N, and R. Wow, what a help. Is Jensen a Tory? Okay, over to you. Pause and solve. Right, you would have picked up that a flag here is too much. That's an omission flag. That's too much. It could be that's too much. Anyway, that's the flag. I would say that's too much, an omission flag. And now you would have picked up also that the key is politician. This is by trial and error. You do this, you just try each one. And of course, it's referring to the fodder up this end. So there it is. Let's put that fodder in. Jensen or Tory, omission. And what are we going to omit? Well, let's look at it with 8 down. As you can see, you start with the S and the E. So there it is. S-E-N-A-T-O-R. That gives you the whole lot. And the answer, of course, is senator. And that's your answer over here, senator. End of story. Okay, right. Just following the tricks and things is a big help. The next one. What about this one? It's only 4 letters with a T, and that's 12 across. 12 across. Back up at the top here. Don't eat quickly. Don't eat quickly. Finishing with a T. Don't eat quickly. No. Well, over to you. Pause and solve. Right, back again. Now you realise that there's no flag there, so it's going to be a charade, a double key, a literal or lateral, and you can see two keys here. There are 2 keys. Don't eat is one key, and quickly is the other key, and they both give the same synonym. What's the synonym? The answer is, if you don't get it straight away, go across to your 12 across, and you can see here, yes, it's fast, isn't it? Fast. Okay, they both say fast. Don't eat is fast, and quickly is fast. Well, it's not really the same part of speech. Quickly is not. You say it runs quickly, that's an adverb. Fast is not an adverb. Okay. Runs. You really shouldn't be saying in correct English, it runs fast. But look, that's another story. Let's not get too carried away with that. Righto, here we go. Next one. What are we going to do now? Well, how about, well, there's an easy one. Look, by comparison, what's that? 14 down. Yeah, 14 down. It's only got 5 letters with a U in the middle. 14 down. 14 down. Here we go. Put floor covering by for a game of football. Over to you. Pause and solve. Okay. Looking for flags, you would have seen maybe put might be a charade flag. Maybe. And you would have seen a game of football is an easy one to get a synonym for that fits the spaces. So you went with that, no doubt, because 14 is where's 14? So there we have 14 there. Right. So what was your answer? Has to be rugby, of course. Why wouldn't it be rugby? Of course, all the spaces and all the help you have brings us to rugby. So there it is, floor covering. Now, how do we get rugby? Well, floor covering is a rug, and by, rug, by. There it is. There's your answer. Okie dokie. There's your rugby. Rugby as a charade. Okie dokie. It's good to prove it, isn't it? Right, next one. What about this one here? We have 19 across. 19 across. Sounds like loose urn, holds grain. Okay, pause and solve. Right, you would have seen, sounds like, and that's a flag for a homophone. So now we just have to see what we can say in here and listen to what we say, and it will come out with the answer. Of course, this is 19 down, and we'll come up with an answer by saying it. What do you say? Well, loose urn holds grain. You've worked out that grain is the key, and loose urn is the fodder, because it sounds like listen. Right, so there's the whole story. It's a homophone, sounds like listen, and that's 19 down. Over here, where's 19 down again? There's 19. That's 19 down there. Is it? 19 down. Yes. And of course that is loosen. Loose-earn. Clever, isn't it? Listen. All right. And he gives us one here now. Look at this. 19 across. Let's go to 19 across. 19 across. Braille becomes generous and broad-minded. Braille becomes generous and broad-minded. All right. Over to you. Pause and solve. Okay, you may have picked up that becomes is an anagram flag. And so it's either Braille is the anagram fodder or the key. We don't know. Generous and broad-minded. But after trying the spaces and trying all the synonyms, you would have come up with the fact that the key is generous and broad-minded, and the fodder is obviously Braille. And so anagram Braille, and make it fit the spaces over here, 19 across, anagram Braille there, and you'll get generous and broad-minded people are liberal. Has nothing to do with a political party. It's just an adjective. Okay, next one. Where do we go from here? Well, there's a little short baby there. That's 23 across. Biblical character found in thesaurus. Pause and solve. Okay, back again. You would have picked that found in is a hidden flag. Right, hidden flag. And you look for 4 spaces, 23 across, 4 spaces, no givens, but you would have worked out that the biblical character is the key, and the thesaurus is where it's hidden. The answer is hidden, and what's hidden in there? Well, 4 spaces, looking for a biblical character. ESAU sounds like a biblical character I've heard of. So, Esau. So there it is. There's your hidden trick. And over here in 23 across, we have Esau. Okay, end of story. Right, next one. Where do we go from here? Oh, look, there's so many letters here. That's probably worth doing. I know it's a long one, but you got to do the long one sometime. 26 across. Oh, it's a spooner. Spooner says Whale Ray is going over there, over where you stop for trains. Pause and solve. Spooner's one of those you can jump on it before you even start anything else. You see a spooner, you can do it first because they're so simple. If you say it out loud, Spooner says Whale Ray, and Whale Ray. That's the one we're going to pick because it becomes, instead of whale ray, becomes railway, and there's your answer. 26 across. Spooner is a railway. All right, let's put that in black. 26 across. Looks formidable, but when you put the words in, it's pretty simple. Railway. Oh, crossing. Of course, I should have kept going there, shouldn't I? Railway is going over. I didn't even finish the clue. That's how smart I am. I'm saying how easy it is. Going over where you stop for trains. Going over. Going over is crossing. And of course, that's your other fodder. Not even marked. Is that not marked, going over? Well, that's a fodder. And where you stop for trains, of course, is where you must stop for trains or get run over by one. Yes, it's a railway crossing. Okay, we got it now anyway, and you would have got it to yourself. Okay, next one. How about this one down here? Looks pretty simple. 25 down. 25 down. Continent found on China's Siam border. Pause and solve. Okay, back again. Looking at that, you would have seen found on is probably a hidden trick. and you can see the answer in there. You would have picked up the continent is the key, no doubt about it. We're looking for a continent in there, and a continent in there. You can see the continent in there, I'm sure. In the China-Siam border, the continent is hidden in here, so it has to be Asia. Okie dokie, Asia, 25 down, and because the S is second, had to be Asia. Okay, done. All right, and that was a hidden trick. Hidden tricks are pretty simple too. Right, next one across, 27 across. Looks pretty simple. 27 across. Oh, we got that one done, have we? Oh no, that's sorry, it's 28 across. 28 across. Passed by Des pale after coming back. Passed by Des pale after coming back. Righto, and there are 7 spaces, and you have an E and an A, pause and solve. Right, you would have seen in here that that's a reversal flag. Coming back. Okay, reversal flag, and that means that pass by is your key. You would have picked that up, and the whole thing is an anagram, not an anagram, a reversal, the reversal of des pale, of course. And your answer is, read it backwards, elapsed, of course. 28 across is time is elapsed. That's passed by. Okay. Yeah, we're going pretty well. Hot to trot now. There's another short one there. What's this one? 20 down. 20 down. Here we have it over here. Loafed around having dug Noel out. Pause and solve. Right, you would have picked out that out is an anagram flag. Okay, as it often is. And which means up here is your key, loafed around. And what is that? Loafed around. And you can see that the anagram part has to have 7 letters, and so it's Doug Noel. It's all piece of cake. You can see Doug Noel is to be anagrammed. So what do you get to fit in here? Loafed around, 20 down. Loafed around is, yes, it's lounged. Lounge. Okie dokie. What's left? What do we have left? We have 7 down, the big one. But look at all the letters you have. Look at all those letters. 7 down. Of course, it's got too many now. It always happens when I go down past the page. That one and the top part. All right, so 7 down. Fictional person is getting facial spasms as their distinguishing features. 15. One word. Wow. Over to you. Pause and solve. Okay. Back again. What have you got with 7 across? Well, you might have seen it getting as a possible charade flag. Things getting together. And that the key you would have found is distinguishing features. And what happens when you charade all this up here? You charade fictional person and the is and the facial spasms. You charade a lot. And what do you come up with? Well, fictional person is a character. Character is. And facial spasms are tics. So character is tics. Characteristics. 7 down is characteristics. And that's what you would have no doubt found. Let's highlight that whole thing. Characteristics. There it is. Okay. And that's the end of the story. We are finished. I hope you enjoyed that. And there are more to come. Thank you for watching.